But what we need to talk to Merce about now is what happened at the Emirates today.
Arsenal were once again left furious and frustrated after a shocking VAR decision denied them what should have been a clear penalty in their Premier League showdown with West Ham at the Emirates Stadium. The Gunners dominated the game from start to finish, creating countless chances and controlling possession, but the biggest talking point of the night came in the second half when Martin Ødegaard was brought down in the box by Bowen, and yet, astonishingly, no penalty was given. The Emirates crowd erupted as Ødegaard went down, expecting referee Anthony Taylor to point straight to the spot. It looked obvious in real time. Bowen clipped the Arsenal captain's ankle as he shifted the ball to shoot. Ødegaard's fall wasn't exaggerated, and the contact was clear. But Taylor waved play on, to the disbelief of every Arsenal player nearby. Within seconds, VAR began a review, and fans inside the stadium waited in suspense for the right call, but when the decision came back as no penalty, the reaction was one of utter outrage. Replays showed that Bowen made no contact with the ball whatsoever and clearly caught Ødegaard's leg. Commentators were stunned, with most agreeing it was a stonewall penalty. Arsenal legend Ian Wright didn't hold back after the game, calling it embarrassing and a complete joke. Fans across social media echoed the sentiment, flooding timelines with slow-motion clips that made it painfully clear the Gunners had been robbed. Mikel Arteta was visibly furious on the sidelines. The Arsenal manager shouted in frustration as play continued, throwing his arms up in disbelief. After the final whistle, Arteta tried to remain composed but couldn't hide his disappointment in his post-match interview. "I don't know what else to say," he admitted. "Everyone saw it. There's clear contact, Martin loses balance, and it's inside the box. If that's not a penalty, then what is? These decisions keep happening, and it's not acceptable at this level. This isn't the first time Arsenal have been on the wrong end of a controversial VAR decision this season. Fans still remember similar incidents against other top sides where seemingly obvious calls went against them. The frustration continues to mount, especially as these mistakes could end up costing Arsenal crucial points in their pursuit of the Premier League title. The decision completely shifted the momentum of the match. Arsenal, who had been building pressure, became visibly unsettled. They continued to attack, but frustration seeped into their play. West Ham, meanwhile, sat deep and defended resolutely, doing everything they could to hang on. Declan Rice, facing his former club, was tireless in midfield, trying to push Arsenal forward and keep the tempo high, but luck was simply not on their side. The Emirates crowd made their feelings clear, chanting in anger toward both the referee and the VAR system. The atmosphere that had been electric at the start of the game turned sour, as fans realized that yet again, technology designed to bring fairness had failed them. "It's becoming a pattern," one fan tweeted. "Every big decision goes against us. Ødegaard was fouled. Simple. The officials are ruining games." Pundits across television and online platforms were quick to weigh in. Former referee Mark Halsey stated, "That's a penalty all day long. Bowen gets it wrong. He doesn't win the ball, and Ødegaard is tripped. I can't understand why VAR didn't overturn the on-field decision." Even neutral analysts questioned whether the system is fit for purpose when such clear incidents go unpunished. The inconsistency of VAR calls has become a major talking point in the Premier League this season. Similar fouls in other matches have resulted in penalties being awarded without hesitation, making Arsenal's treatment seem increasingly unfair. The lack of transparency also adds to the anger. Fans and managers are left guessing about what exactly was said between the referee and VAR officials during the review. Many are now calling for the Premier League to release VAR audio publicly, as is done in other major sports like rugby. Despite the controversy, Arsenal's overall performance was strong. Ødegaard was brilliant in midfield, pulling the strings and dictating play. Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli were lively on the wings, constantly testing the West Ham defence, while Gabriel Jesus worked tirelessly up front. But without the key penalty call, Arsenal couldn't find the breakthrough they deserved. Arteta's men have shown resilience throughout the season, but moments like this test even the strongest mentality. The Spanish manager has repeatedly emphasized that his team must focus on what they can control, but after the match, his frustration was visible. "It's disappointing," he said. "We did everything, we dominated, we created, we fought. But one decision changes everything. We can't control that." By full time, the feeling inside the Emirates was one of disbelief and anger. Arsenal players surrounded the referee, seeking answers that never came. The fans applauded the team for their effort but made their displeasure known with loud cheers aimed at the officials. It wasn't just about one call, it was about the ongoing pattern of decisions that continue to go against Arsenal when it matters most. Football fans across the country have since reignited the debate over whether VAR is improving the game or destroying it. Introduced to eliminate clear and obvious errors, it now seems to be creating confusion, inconsistency, and controversy every weekend. For Arsenal supporters, it feels like déjà vu. The technology that promised fairness has delivered only frustration. The Gunners will need to regroup quickly, with key fixtures coming up. But the injustice of this game will linger in their minds. In a tight title race, moments like these could make all the difference, and Arsenal can only hope future matches are decided by skill, not by officiating mistakes. As Martin Ødegaard walked off the pitch, head down and hands on hips, the anger in his eyes said it all. Arsenal played with heart, determination, and control, but once again, VAR stole the story. The Premier League's credibility took another hit, and Arsenal were left with a bitter truth: they were robbed again, and everyone watching knew it.